guys, welcome back to another vlog and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About, and this is episode 2. So guys, welcome back to another vlog and welcome to Let's Talk About episode 2. And for today's episode, you guys, we are going to talk about my journey as a second year student or as a second year RadTech student. So I can share to you guys what my journey was and what were the hardships that I've been through, my subjects or the lessons that were taught to us during this second year. So yeah, I hope you like this episode and I hope you learned something. And if you are an aspiring RadTech student or if you are an incoming second year, I hope this video will help you guys. I don't know where to start. I really don't know where to start, but let's begin at the very beginning on my RadTech journey. So as we all know, pandemic hits right before classes begin, right before nag-second year ko. So at first, I was very hesitant if I will enroll for online classes because I believe online classes is really not for me. Because at some point in my online class journey, I regret some parts of it. And parang transitioning from face-to-face online classes was very hard for me, or I guess for most of us, it's very hard. You really need to spend a lot. And parang, yeah, that's the sad reality. You got to spend a lot, and it's a very it's struggling for me, and I think for most of us it's very hard mentally, emotionally, and physically. It's very draining. You get to the point where you parang, I feel burnt out, I cried a lot, and I kind of, rethink if my decision was right to enroll. So there's this point talaga na you will come to breakdowns, na magbe-breakdown ka, and then you come to this thinking na should I parang keep going, should I stop? So parang ganon. But you know what, you just need to weigh down your pros and cons and follow your gut feeling, and always be reminded that education is not and it is never a race. So my thoughts about online classes really is you really need to know, parang you really need to know your study habits, and you really need to rethink of a new way to cope up with online classes, because trust me, online classes is very hard when you are studying for a certain profession or if you're in college, because it's super hard, it's super draining, and it is super hard. You will struggle a lot, you will cry a lot, and I guess you guys felt this way, or comment down below if you felt this way, guys. I'm out for words if you guys will ask me my thoughts about online classes, because it's super draining. Yeah, that's one word, draining. So part of my journey as a second year RadTech student is my preparation for online classes, because as we all know, we were transitioning from face-to-face to online classes. So yeah, my preparations for online classes were, I made sure my internet connection here in the province were good and suitable for online classes. So we really spend for a better internet connection, and that's the sad reality, because not everyone has a capability to parang spend for a good internet connection or spend for a better gadget. So yeah, that's super sad. And we really spend for a better internet connection. So parang in-upgrade namin yung Mbps, and I also spent for a good gadget. So those were my preparations. I bought a new laptop so that I can parang have easy kanang flow lang sa online classes, because I'm not a techie person. I don't have the very good laptop before. I just used my very ancient laptop, guys, na parang that laptop was my laptop when I was still in grade school, and it is super slow, and it's only just now na nagka-online classes na I have a new laptop. And those were my preparations, and I also made sure na I have working area, and as what I've mentioned sa tips ko for online classes video, no, very essential that you have a working area. So check that video out. So yeah. So I have here my prospectus. During second year pala, guys, a little chika or overview. Most of our minor subjects were taken during our first year, and we only had a few minor subjects during our first semester in second year. So most of our minor subjects were taken the first year, and a few are on the second year. So I guess we only had four minor subjects during our second year, because the rest were taken sa first year. So I don't know if it's the same for all the schools out there, but in our school, most of our minor subjects are taken sa first year, and a few sa first semester sa second year, but the rest from second semester sa second year up to the fourth year, it's all major subjects. So again, my subjects were, for the minor subjects, I had sa first semester, I had Life and Works of Rizal, Human Anatomy and Physiology. Yes, Human Anatomy and Physiology is just a minor subject for RadTech, because we have another major subject, which is Radiographic Anatomy and Physiology. So that is the major subject. And the third minor subject is I think PathFit, or PE, and then we also had math, which is statistics. So those were the four minor subjects that we had to take for our first semester in the second year sa online classes. And then our major subjects during our first semester, so let's begin sa first semester muna. So our major subjects were Imaging Science and Informatics, which is RT202, Radiation Production and Characteristics, RT203, Principles of Imaging, RT204, and Professional Ethics, Jurisprudence and Cultural Sensitivity, RT205. So those were the minor and major subjects taken during our first semester during our second year as a RadTech student. So for our second semester, we had one minor subject, which is PathFit or PE 104, and the rest are all major subjects. So for the first major subjects for second semester sa second year, we had Radiobiology, RT206, RT209, Patient Care and Management, RT208, Pharmacology and Venipuncture, RT210, Film Screen Image Acquisition, Processing and Image Analysis, RT211, Radiographic Anatomy and Physiology, and RT212, Computed and Digital Radiography. And so yeah, those were the major and minor subjects we had for this second semester sa second year. For me, RT203 is an interesting topic during our first semester, because during this subject kasi, or this course, tackles more about radiation, how it is being produced, and parang how how it is being produced, what are the types of radiation there are a lot of types of radiation. So parang ano pa, the scattered radiation, Bremsstrahl long characteristic, parang ganun. So you're going to talk about that, pair production, photo disintegration. So these are the terms that you are going to encounter for this course. So yeah, if you want, you can search about it. RT204, or Principles of Imaging. So this one is very interesting as well, because I also love our professor, which is basta in RT204, which is Principles of Imaging. So he taught us about parang the principles of imaging. What are the KVP, or the technical factors that you need to use to have parang the optimum density. So parang ganun. So what is low scale and short scale and long scale. Yeah, you can search that as well, because this is of great help talaga. Like if you use a low KVP, are you going to have a short scale or a long scale? Or if you're going to have a high KVP, are you going to have a short scale or long scale? So parang ganon. You're also taught here to how to handle the X-ray machine. So parang the parts of the X-ray machine, how to handle it, how to adjust it, how to collimate properly the parang body part or the anatomy of interest. So yeah, it's very interesting as well. So for radiobiology, or RT206, or radiobiology, this one is pretty much interesting. I really like this, though parang we only had one Zoom meeting with our teacher. The rest parang binigyan lang niya yung she had a recorded video and all. But when I read her lessons, or the lessons that we had, this is the most interesting for me. Radiobiology, it tackles about the interaction of the human body and the radiation. And next is RT208, pharmacology and venipuncture. I wish we had face-to-face classes for this subject, because sayang yung parang venipuncture na part. In the venipuncture side, you will know about the parts of the syringe, parts of the needle, such as the hub, the shaft, the lumen, and the bevel. And then for the syringe, we have the plunger, the body, and the tip. So you will know about it, and how to extract blood, and it's venipunctured, so how you will extract blood. So that's the reason why I wish this is face-to-face, because we weren't given an opportunity to parang practice on a real person. We were just practicing using a teddy bear, because we are not allowed, because there is no licensed professional to parang guide us when we extract blood. So we just did it on a teddy bear, and it's very bad, because guys, walay blood ang teddy bear, walay veins ang teddy bear. So how we will know? Then next is RT210, which is film, screen, image acquisition, processing, and image analysis. I love this subject. I super love this subject, because I also love how our professor taught this to us. I really love this subject. So it will really teach you how the image is being acquired, like how you acquire the image, how it is being processed, and the archiving, and the final output. So this is what this subject is all about. So from acquiring a certain radiograph, a certain anatomy, or a picture of a certain anatomy, the process, so pag manual processing, how it is done. So you will talk about automatic processor. So you can search that as well. What is automatic processor? What are the different systems in an automatic processor that helps in creating an image. So for the second semester, this is the time where we are really parang tested. Grabe guys, umiiyak ako every night. I was so drained. to the point wherein I also did failed, by the way. Yes, I did fail so one of my subjects during the midterms, but I'm very happy because na ako siya nabawi. Uy, kita mo stomach. I did fail at a certain point, like sa midterm my grade was 3W talaga, but then I'm very happy because my final grade came out something, basta it's 1 point something. I won't say something, but I'm very happy kasi nabawi ko siya. And I really worked hard for that. I shed a lot of tears. And it was very, very hard. So this is the time where I was struggling. I was tested, but you know, my faith to God and my parang study habits, yung parang failing mark didn't parang it motivated me. It didn't bring me down, but instead it lifted me up to do my best and to not give up. And I think that is what you guys should do if you feel like you're failing. Failure doesn't mean there's no hope, but instead make those failure of yours as a motivation to go up, to be better, and to do good. So yeah, that's what I did. I didn't I made it as a motivation and inspiration to do better and so on. But yeah, if you fail, it doesn't mean you should stay at that state. Make it as a motivation to go up. Make it as a motivation to try harder, to be better. So yes, I think those are the things that I can say. And in a nutshell, my second year journey is really not, it's full of highs and lows, but I made it, and that is thanks to God above for helping me throughout my journey. And so I hope you guys will also do your best and never give up on your dreams. And I hope we are going to succeed in this RadTech journey of ours, and soon to be we are going to be, let's say, Fisalbon RRT. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below your suggestions and recommendations on what my next video will be. And I'm gonna see you on my next one. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Bye. Amping mo always. Like and subscribe.